Hello everyone, my name is Salim and today I'll be talking about a dinosaur called Zuolong Salleei. Zuolong Salleei is a dinosaur that is 3 meters tall and weighs 60 kilograms in late Jurassic and early Exfordian. It was named after General Zhuo Zongtang, who seized part of Xinjiang during the Qing period, and the Chinese word long, which means dragon. Both words are referenced in the generic name Zuolong. Hilmar Sallei's gift partially sponsored the excavations, and the species epithet Salleei is named after him. Theropida is the largest clade in Zuolong. Theropods were bipedal clawed creatures with sharp serrated teeth. Hollow vertebrae and limb bones are features shared by all theropods. Zuolong differs from all other theropods in possessing large slit-like quadrate foramen inclined medially at approximately 45 degrees with associated deep fossa on the quadrate. The other clade in Zuolong is tetary, which literally means stiff tails. The clade of theropods with tails stiffened because of overlapping caudal zygapophyses. The posterior flange of the quadrotodogal in Zuolong is tall and mediolaterally thin, wrapping over the quadrate's lateral border. Solorosaur is Zuolong's smallest clade. The semi-lunate carpal, which is a wrist bone alteration that boosted hand dexterity and the capacity to tear the skin from bone, was developed by Solorosaurs. The term Solosauria refers to the hollow bones that these dinosaurs had. Many birds and animals were likely as active as Solorosaurs. However, Zuolong differs from the basal Solorosaur in having a square rather than rectangular premaxillary body, a postorbital without an anterior process, a ventrally directed anterior process of the lacrimal, a straight ulna and radius, and finally a lateral ridge on the nemial crest of the tibia. In addition, Zuolong differs from the basal Coelurosaur, which is called Coelurus, in having cervical vertebrae that lack paired lateral foramina and are not anteroposteriorly elongate, dorsal central without a fossa on the lateral surface of the centrum, a straight rather than sigmoidal humeral shaft, a high and rounded rather than low and squared ilium, a straight rather than curved femoral shaft. Zuolong is a new Silurian theropod from the upper part of the Middle to Upper Jurassic Shishogo Formation in China, which is a thick sedimentary group of interpreted sandstones, conglomerates, and polyosols. The age of the specimen is between 159 and 161 meganum, approximately at the Oxfordian boundary. As shown in the top left picture, the Zuolong, which was discovered by the Sino-American Field Expedition in 2001, is known from several cranial bones and disarticulated postcranial skeleton. The disarticulated skeleton includes dermal skull bones and the quadrate, cervical, dorsal, sacral, and caudal vertebrae, and proximal forelimb and hind limb bones. Notably missing bones are the brachiosaurus, most bones of the lower jaw, and the ischium. The fossils were exposed in the Zhenghe Basin north of the Tianshan in the Xinjiang region in China. The fossils were isolated as they found it in one rock outcrop, which is the tufaceous layers of the volcanic tuffs. By the late Jurassic, global climates had stabilized and were generally warmer and less seasonal than they presently are. Polar ice, if present, was reduced, sea levels were higher than today, and dinosaur faunas were more endemic than ever before. The late Jurassic has been called the golden age of dinosaurs, as many of the dinosaurs that we know and love were late Jurassic in age. As shown in the top right picture, the Middle Upper Jurassic Shishogo group in the central Zhenghe Basin was deposited in a lacustrine shallow water delta meandering river sedimentary system. The climate changed from humid to hot and arid in the Middle Late Jurassic, which may have resulted in the lake water having slight to medium salinity, and the relatively distant northeastern province from Kalimali Mountain is the most important sediment source. The sedimentary environment changed from a lake shallow water delta to a meandering river during the deposition of the Shishogo group. In comparison with other Coelurosaurs, Zuolong is a secondary consumer. Zuolong's prey included Limosaurus inextricabilis, Haplochirosolars, and Yinlong downsy. Zuolong habitat was well-watered woodlands with short dry season. One of Zuolong's life habits was ground dwelling, and it has an oviparous reproduction.